Have you ever stepped into the shower and felt like the water hit you harder than it used to? Or maybe you've noticed that sometimes after a shower, instead of feeling refreshed, you feel a little dizzy, even cold and shaky? If that sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not alone. Let's take a little walk down memory lane, shall we? Remember when we were younger, we could take a shower at any hour, morning, afternoon, midnight after a party, and bounce back like nothing happened? Those days were something, weren't they? But now, in our 60s, 70s, and beyond, our bodies have changed. What used to be a quick rinse to feel rejuvenated can suddenly have unexpected effects on our health, and timing plays a bigger role than many people realize. That's right. It's not just how you shower or how often, but when. There's actually a specific time of day when taking a shower might not be the best idea anymore. In fact, for those of us over 70, it could even be risky. That might sound a bit dramatic, but stay with me. This is something most people aren't talking about, but once you understand it, it could change your daily routine for the better. Now, in this video, we're going to explore the reasons why your shower habits might need a little adjustment. I'll share the time of day you should avoid stepping under that stream of water, and just as importantly, why. You'll hear a few stories, get some practical advice, and hopefully feel empowered to make a simple change that could protect your health and comfort every single day. So let's dive in, pun intended. Now picture this. It's late at night. You've just finished watching your favorite show, had a light snack, maybe read a chapter or two of a good book. You're feeling a bit sleepy, but you decide to take a shower before heading to bed. Seems harmless, right? Maybe even relaxing? For many years that might have been your routine. But here's the thing. As we get older, our body temperature regulation becomes less efficient. We don't warm up or cool down as quickly as we used to. A hot shower late at night can actually throw off your body's internal rhythm. You see, the body naturally starts cooling down in the evening to prepare for sleep. That drop in temperature helps signal that it's time to rest. But when you take a hot shower right before bed, especially after age 70, you can disrupt that natural process. Your body heats up just when it's supposed to be cooling down. And for some people, that leads to trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. You might find yourself tossing and turning, even feeling a little restless or overheated in the middle of the night. Or worse, some people get lightheaded after stepping out of a warm shower into a cooler room, which can raise the risk of falls. And we all know falls are no joke at this age. Now, I'm not saying you should give up your evening showers completely. Heaven knows a warm shower can feel heavenly. But the timing is what we need to be mindful of. Try giving your body at least an hour or two to cool down after the shower before heading to bed. That simple change can make a world of difference. Let me tell you a quick story. My neighbor, Mr. Ade, is 74. For years, he took a shower every night around 10:30 p.m. right before bed. He said it helped him wash off the day, and it became his little ritual. But then he started waking up in the middle of the night, drenched in sweat, feeling like he hadn't really rested. He brushed it off at first, thinking maybe it was just part of aging. But one day he felt dizzy stepping out of the shower, stumbled a little, and decided to mention it at his next doctor's visit. His doctor told him exactly what we're talking about here. Showering too late at night can affect blood pressure, sleep patterns, and temperature control. Mr. Ade made a small change. He started showering in the early evening instead, around 6:30 p.m., and would you believe it? No more night sweats, no more dizzy spells, and his sleep improved too. Another reason to avoid late-night showers is something many people overlook: low blood pressure in the evening. After dinner, especially after taking evening medications, blood pressure can dip. And then you add a warm shower to the mix, which naturally causes blood vessels to dilate even more, and suddenly you've got a recipe for lightheadedness. That moment when you step out of the shower and feel a little off? That's your body trying to catch up. And as we age, our body takes longer to recover from those quick changes in blood flow. So what's the takeaway here? Be kind to your body. Pay attention to those subtle signals. Maybe try shifting your shower time a little earlier, before dinner or shortly after. See how you feel. You might be surprised at the difference. Now, there's another moment during the day that can be just as tricky, maybe even more so. And many folks don't realize how dangerous it can be, especially during warmer months, especially during those hot, sticky days when the sun feels like it's sitting right on your shoulders. Now, it might seem like the perfect time for a cool shower, right in the middle of the day, maybe after doing a bit of gardening, sweeping the compound, or even just sitting on the porch sweating from the heat. But midday showers, especially when your body is already overheated, can be more harmful than you might think. Let's imagine it's around 1 p.m. The sun is blazing and you've just come in from a little walk or a short errand. Your shirt is damp with sweat and all you want is to jump under that cool shower and rinse off. Sounds harmless, right? But here's what's really happening inside your body. After exposure to heat, your internal temperature is already elevated. Your heart is working harder to push blood to the surface of your skin so you can cool down through sweat. If you suddenly expose your body to a cold shower while in that state, boom, that sudden temperature drop can shock your system. For younger folks, that's not such a big deal. Their cardiovascular systems bounce back fast. But for those of us over 70, our circulation slows down, our arteries may not be as flexible, and our heart can react more strongly to abrupt changes. That sharp cold against hot skin can cause your blood vessels to constrict quickly, which may spike your blood pressure or even make your heart beat irregularly. You might feel a little faint or even develop a chill that stays with you for hours. A dear friend of mine, Mama Ope, went through just that. She's 76, full of energy, and still insists on sweeping the compound herself every afternoon. One particularly hot day, she rushed straight from her chores into a cold shower. Within minutes, she felt weak and dizzy. Her hands were trembling. She had to sit down right there on the bathroom stool. Luckily, her daughter was around to help. When she told me about it, I nodded and said, "That cold water was a bit of a shock, wasn't it?" She laughed and said, "Yes, oh, my body is not 30 anymore." And that's the truth. Our bodies need gentler transitions now. Instead of going from heat to cold in a snap, try to give yourself time. Sit in front of a fan for a few minutes first. Drink some water. Let your body temperature settle before stepping into the bathroom. If you still want a cool shower, make sure it's not icy cold. Lukewarm is often the safer and more comfortable choice. Now, on the other hand, some folks think that bathing in the early morning, right after waking up, is best. I've heard it plenty of times. I like to bathe first thing before breakfast, freshen up, wake myself up. And that's fine for some people. But there's a catch. The early morning, between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. for example, is often when your body temperature is at its lowest. Your blood pressure may also be lower, especially if you're on medication or have been lying down for hours. Taking a shower at that time, especially a cold one, can increase your risk of muscle stiffness, or worse, a sudden spike in blood pressure that your heart may struggle to handle. If you've ever gotten into the shower early in the morning and suddenly felt your chest tighten, or you had to grab the wall for balance, you know what I mean. Those early hours before your body has fully woken up are not always the kindest time to step into that stream of water, particularly not with cold or hot extremes. And here's something most people don't talk about. The risk of slipping or losing your footing is also higher first thing in the morning. Your muscles may still be stiff, your balance might not be at its best, and your focus isn't as sharp yet. All it takes is one small slip, and we all know how dangerous a fall can be at our age. One lovely viewer once sent me a message saying, "I always used to rush into the bathroom at 5:30 a.m. before anyone else woke up. But lately my hands feel numb when I try to hold the sponge and the cold makes my knees ache." My response? Listen to your body. It's telling you something important. You see, adjusting your shower time is not about losing independence, it's about gaining control. When you take care of your body with small, thoughtful changes, you're giving yourself more strength, more comfort, and more peace of mind. So instead of jumping into the shower first thing when you wake up, maybe ease into the day. Stretch a little. Sip warm water. Sit quietly for a few moments. Let your system gently wake up before you go washing it in water, hot or cold. You'll feel better, more grounded, and you'll reduce the chances of lightheadedness or strain. And if you're someone who's still unsure about when the best time is for you personally, consider this. The ideal shower time is when your body feels balanced. Not too hot, not too cold, not too tired, not too alert. For many seniors, that sweet spot is often late morning. After breakfast, after your body's had time to warm up and get moving, but before the afternoon heat sets in. You'll be more relaxed, your muscles will respond better, and your heart will thank you for not surprising it with extremes. Still, there's one more shower habit we need to talk about. One that has nothing to do with time of day but everything to do with what you do in the shower that could actually increase your risk of feeling faint, tired, or even stressed. Because sometimes it's not just about when you shower, but how you do it. You see, over the years I've talked to so many older folks who say they feel drained or unusually tired after a shower, not refreshed like they used to. And when we dig a little deeper, it often turns out that their shower routine is simply too long or too intense for what their body needs now. Let's talk honestly. When we were younger, we could spend 20 to 30 minutes in the shower, scrubbing, rinsing, singing along with the radio, and feeling like we were ready to take on the world afterward. But after 70, our skin gets thinner, our energy reserves change, and even standing for extended periods in warm steam can tire us out more than we realize. One common mistake I see is staying under hot water for too long. It might feel soothing in the moment, especially on sore joints or stiff muscles, but long hot showers can actually dilate your blood vessels so much that your blood pressure drops. And you know what that leads to. That moment of lightheadedness when you reach for your towel and have to pause, holding onto the wall just to stay steady. I once visited an uncle of mine, Uncle Cola, 79. He's the type who doesn't like to change his ways. Still showers the same way he did when he was in his 40s, hot water blasting, full scrubbing from head to toe, standing for 25 minutes straight. But lately he said he's been feeling washed out, literally after his morning bath. I asked him how long he spends in there. He laughed and said, "I lose track of time, but maybe half an hour?" I gently told him, "You're giving yourself a sauna treatment every day whether you like it or not." What he didn't realize, and what many don't, is that long showers, especially with hot water, can lead to dehydration. Yes, dehydration. You lose fluids through sweat and through the steam, and if you haven't had enough to drink that day, you can feel lightheaded, weak, or even develop headaches afterward. It sneaks up on you, especially in older age when we don't feel thirst the way we used to. So here's a small but powerful suggestion. Keep it short and gentle. A 5 to 10 minute shower is more than enough to feel clean and refreshed. Focus on comfort. Use warm, not hot, water. If standing for that long is tough, don't be ashamed to use a shower chair or stool. It's not a sign of weakness, it's a smart move to keep you safe. And let's talk about balance. Literally, our sense of balance naturally declines with age. Even strong seniors can experience occasional dizziness or unsteadiness, especially in slippery, wet environments like the shower. That's why I always recommend installing grab bars in the bathroom. They're not just for old people, they're for smart people. Having something solid to hold on to can make all the difference if you feel even slightly off kilter. Also, be mindful of what you're doing during the shower. Some elders still try to do everything in one go: washing hair, scrubbing feet, shaving, rinsing thoroughly, and stretching. It's too much strain at once, especially if you're not steady on your feet or you're in a warm, steamy environment that's already lowering your blood pressure. Instead, consider breaking your bathing tasks into smaller parts. You don't have to do it all every day. Maybe wash your body today and handle your hair another day. Or sit down while you wash your legs and feet. There's no shame in making things easier for yourself. In fact, it's wise. The goal is to finish your shower feeling fresh, not fatigued. And here's something that might sound a bit surprising. The products we use during our showers can also affect how we feel afterward. Strong scented soaps, heavily perfumed body washes, or shampoos with harsh chemicals can actually irritate your skin or make you feel flushed, itchy, or even nauseous, especially in a warm, enclosed bathroom. Switching to gentler, fragrance-free, or moisturizing products can go a long way toward making your shower a more pleasant, health-supporting routine instead of something that secretly wears you down. Some seniors find that even a simple bar of natural soap feels better on their skin and leaves them feeling more comfortable for the rest of the day. At the end of the day, taking care of your hygiene should be a comforting, nourishing part of your daily rhythm, not something that leaves you feeling dizzy, shaky, or drained. Showering isn't about keeping up with old routines. It's about adapting them to suit your body now, to care for it, protect it, and respect its needs. You've lived long enough to know that the little things often make the biggest difference. Changing your shower time, adjusting the temperature, shortening the duration. These small shifts can dramatically improve your comfort, your safety, and your energy. And honestly, you deserve to feel good. You've spent a lifetime taking care of others, your children, your spouse, your siblings, your home. Now it's your turn to prioritize you. Even something as simple as a shower, when done thoughtfully, becomes an act of self-care, a gift to your health and your peace of mind. So if no one's told you today, you're doing a great job. Keep listening to your body. Keep making those gentle adjustments. They matter more than you know. And hey, if this video helped you in any way, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share your own experience. What time do you usually shower, and have you noticed how it makes you feel? If this video gave you something to think about, go ahead and give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe. We've got plenty more tips and heart-to-heart conversations coming your way. Take care of yourself. You're never too old to feel young again, and never too wise to keep learning new ways to thrive.